Hello everyone, so today is technically day 2 of the Booktubeathon, but it's day 1 for me. So, to explain, my family and I, we went to our East Hampton house for a week, and we drove back yesterday, which was Monday, which was the first day of the Booktubeathon, and I didn't get any reading done because we came home at like 7 o'clock, we went shopping and like had lunch and stuff. But I'm a person that cannot read in the car, and also I didn't bring any of my TBR books with me. So I didn't read anything yesterday, and I didn't vlog anything yesterday either. So I'm just going to, like, do every day a day late. So, like, my day 7 is going to be a day after, like, the Booktubeathon ends. So I'm still going to have 7 full days, just so that it's, like, fair. But, so today's going to be my day 1. Today I am going to be doing the day 1 challenge. But it's currently, like, 10:30, and I haven't done anything, really, yet, because my camera needed to charge, and I didn't want to read before, because I wanted to pick the book that I'm reading for my TBR on, like, in front of the camera, so that's what I'm gonna do right now. Okay, so I put all the titles, which are, right there, on slips of paper, and now I'm just going to pick one. If you're wondering if this is an elf hat, it is. So the book is The Guinevere Deception by Kiersten White, which I'm really excited about because, like, I'm just really excited for that book. Oh, also, I didn't talk about the book that I bought in East Hampton. Okay, so, sorry, I'm, like, going in every single direction. But I did buy a book at one of the bookstores, and that is Aru Shah and the Song of Death by Rashi Chokshi. So, I've been contemplating whether I'm going to read this for the Booktubeathon, because it could count for the challenge of read a book with 5 or more words in the title. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but I do already have a book for that challenge, and that is Girls of Storm and Shadow by Natasha Nyan. But this is just going to be another option if I don't feel like reading Girls of Storm and Shadows. Oh, also, I should mention, I'm going to try to upload each vlog, like, the night of, so this day 1 vlog should be up the night of day 2. And then my day 2 vlog should be up the night of day 3, if that makes any sense. But let me try to get the Guinevere Deception from this giant pile, because as you can see, it is literally second to last. So I'm gonna have to do this without, like, completely demolishing everything. But let's talk about my plans for the day. So I do have some stuff to do today. I have a baseball lesson at 3, so that'll run until 4 o'clock, and then I have to come home and, like, eat lunch and take a shower, probably, or, no, I'll probably eat lunch before, but I'll have to come home and take a shower, so I probably will be, like, from, like, 2:45 to, like, 4:15, I probably won't be, like, reading, but here's the book. It's beautiful. It's very nice. It is pretty short. Let me see how long it is. It is 337 pages. I could definitely read this today, I think. But last year I read, like, so much, and I really hope that I can, like, replicate that this year. So yeah, also I'm starting off with a short book, and today is going to be, like, I'm gonna have stuff to do today, like, but, like, for the rest of the week, I don't think I'm doing anything, except I will have rowing sometime this weekend, probably, and that's it. Also, we might be, like, my sister's friend from college is coming, like, on Thursday, so that probably won't take up any of my time. We're just gonna, like, hang out with her, but, yeah, so this is the plan for today. I'm really excited to read this book. I don't know when I'm gonna start it, but I really hope that I can. But I have already read the first chapter because I read the sampler online, so if we're judging by that, I am on a whopping page 15. But I'm so excited to read this book. I'm really in the mood for this book right now, I think, because it's, like, raining out. I wouldn't want to read, like, a contemporary because that would just depress me because it's so nasty outside. There was, like, a giant storm last night. There was, like, so much thunder, and my cats were, like, so scared. I'm gonna go read The Guinevere Deception in our sunroom, and it counts for the challenge of reading a book with a non-human main character. I will be posting my Booktubeathon TBR like, actually, I should probably post that now. Okay, wait. So I'm gonna postpone reading this for a few, like, probably like 10 minutes so that I can upload my Booktubeathon TBR. But yeah, okay, this is probably gonna be the longest one. My day one vlogs are always the longest, so, hey, okay, I gotta go, bye. Hello, so I'm still in my pajamas. What's new? But my TBR video is currently uploading, and it's kind of embarrassing that it's day 2 and I'm just uploading my TBR video now. Better late than never though, am I right? But I'm gonna do the video challenge, which is to draw a book character. So you pick a book. I'm using one of my 4 copies of Sorcerer's Stone. And you basically have to, like pick a random page, find a character, and draw them. So I picked this one because I know what a lot of the characters look like. I can remember I've read this book like 7 times. So, let's go. Okay, so the first line that I saw was, Hufflepuff shouted the hat. So the hat is a character, technically. This makes it really easy for me. So, I'm currently using one of the pages for my report card to do this, so. I really hope there isn't a time limit for this because, like, I didn't really look into it. Oh my god, it's like so good. Just kidding. No, that was really bad. And I'm kind of glad I didn't have to draw a person because that is like the one thing I cannot do, like, for the life of me. So, at least I didn't have to do that. So, it is about like 45 minutes later, and I just hit page 100 of The Guinevere Deception by Kiersten White. Technically, I'm on page 99, but I didn't want to, like, start a new chapter just to read one page, but I'm currently on chapter 8. There are, like, really cool little, like, interlude things in, like, before some of the chapters. Like, there will be, like, a chapter, and then there will be, like, a little italicized thing, and I really like it. It's from, like, I really like the way it's done. It's from, like, another perspective, and it's very, like, I don't know the way to describe the writing style, but it's very, very interesting. So it's kind of, like, poetic, but, like, it is, in a way. But it did take me, like, longer to read those first 100 pages than, like, it normally does. To read, like, when I'm reading a book, especially with Kiersten White, I'm usually able to, like, read her books, pretty quickly. But this one is very, like, it's slow, and every single, like, sentence is important to the story, which is, like, really, really interesting, and I love, it's also world building, which is, like, really intricate, especially for a place like Camelot, where there's so many different, like, not mythologies, but there's so many different stories and legends, like, with Arthurian legend, that Kiersten White really wanted to make it clear what her Camelot was like, and what she wanted it to be like. So there's a lot of descriptions, and it's very heavy in the beginning, it's pretty dense. So, I think it'll get a little bit quicker as the story progresses, but right now it is a little bit slow, and it is taking me a little while to, like, actually get into the flow of things. But I'm absolutely loving this book so far. It is so good, and it is so interesting, and I love Guinevere as a character, and I love all the other characters, although there is one character. Her name is Brangian, or Brangian. It's spelled B-R-A-N-G-I-E-N. And for, like, the first 40 pages, I thought it was a man, because I must have, like, accidentally skipped over a part where it described, like, that it was a woman, or, but then it was like she said, and I was like, huh? But I think I was confusing it with Mordred, who's another character in, like, the first chapter of the book, so that, like, I think I confused, Brangian with Mordred, which is interesting, but anyway, so I was, like, taken aback. I was like, wait, what? I already do have 2 tabs in. I'm not, like, planning on actually tabbing this book, but I do, like, but I did want to, like, take some, like, tabs for, like, things I thought were interesting or funny, or things I wanted to know. Anyway, I have to go. But something that I realized is there's a parallel. So for day 1 of the Booktubeathon last year, I read A Very Large Expanse of Sea by Tahereh Mafi, which I loved, and I also, tabbed this book. Here, like, as you can see, and it was an ARC, and I'm also reading an ARC now, which I just think is so funny. Like, I just found some similarities. Like, I loved A Very Large Expanse of Sea. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars when I read it last time for the Booktubeathon. It's also very short, and it's an ARC, And now I'm reading The Guinevere Deception, and I'm really, really enjoying it, and it's also short, and it's an arc. And I'm tabbing it, and I'm like, I don't know. Whatever. And these are both by, like, people that I consider, like, favorite authors of mine. Tahereh Mafi is definitely, like, my favorite author. I was rewatching my Booktubeathon vlogs, like, over the weekend, because I was like, I'm gonna see what I was like. And honestly, I'm literally the same. Nothing has changed. Hello, so it is currently 5:15, and I did make a little bit of progress on The Guinevere Deception by Kiersten White. Oh, also, here is the photo that I ended up posting on Instagram. I haven't checked if it has any likes or comments yet, but who knows? I got like maybe 20 minutes. I'm on page 143. I'm on chapter 12, and I'm like a little bit less than halfway through, but I cannot wait to continue reading, and I will stay up as late as I need to finish this book today. Second book is not even going to come out until November of 2020, most likely. I'm like, I like don't want it to end, but like also I really need to know what happens. Okay, so I finished dinner. We were watching a little bit of This Is Us. But I'm gonna read some more. I'm gonna try to go to page like something or other, but I have some candy here that I'm gonna like eat. I like savoring my candy because I am basically like a squirrel. I'll hoard a lot of things, but then I'll like eat it over a long span of time, because you know how like squirrels will take like a crap ton of acorns and put them all in their mouth and then only eat them like sometimes, you know? You know what I mean? Probably not. Anyway, goodbye. I'm gonna go read. Okay, so it's a little bit later. I'm not sure what time it is. Let me check my computer. It is currently 8:02, so I was reading for like half an hour. But I got to page 197 of The Guinevere Deception. I already put it back on like this nightstand thing that I have in front of my window. It's kind of weird because that's my nightstand. That's supposed to be a nightstand, but I actually use that like white thing. But yeah, I read a little bit more. Honestly, I forgot my candy was here. I had like 2 pieces, and then I just got like sucked into the book, and then I like forgot that it was there. The book is definitely getting more interesting. More things are happening. I'm still only like 200 pages in, so there's a lot more like ground to cover, and there's a lot more things to like unpack with the story, and I think that Kiersten White is going to do a really, really good job at that in the coming like few pages. And I keep forgetting that this is a trilogy, so like there's so much to there's so much of this world like to be explored. So yeah, that's my spiel. But that's basically all that's happening right now. I don't really know when I'm gonna read again. I'm probably gonna watch some TV with my family right now. But yeah, I'm probably gonna read the last like 130 pages like right before I go to bed or something. So I made more progress in The Guinevere Deception by Kiersten White. I am currently on page 279, and I have like 50 pages left, a little bit over 50 pages left in this book, and I want to take a little bit of a break, just like let my mind, like, just let everything sink in, and let my mind, like, re-energize itself before I finish this book and read the last 50 pages. But I added in another tab, which is really fun. But I'm still loving this book. I do just, like, right now it's sitting at a 4-star, but I'm really hoping that those last 50 pages can really just bring it up to a full 5-star, which was my prediction. Like, it's really hard to, like, not go into a book that you've been anticipating for a really long time without having expectations. And especially since it is, like, Kiersten White, one of my favorite authors, and she's tackling one of my favorite legends, like, of all time, Camelot and Arthurian legend, like, it is just... So, I'm really hoping that the last 50 pages can just bump it up that last star. And it gets, like, a little faster paced. I think it will, and also, if there's, like, a really good cliffhangers, if they're done well, they can usually bring my rating up, like, 0.5 of a star sometimes. So, like, cliffhangers really do a lot for me as a reader, and also as a writer. I think they're a really interesting technique, and it's a skill that you need to build. And there are some cliffhangers that I'm just like, they're like cliffhangers, but I'm like, eh. Like, I don't like when a book in a series ends happily. Like, it's fine in some circumstances, like the Shatter Me series. I love the way those books end. And I, like, can't think of anything else, but I just love how, like, it'll be, like, good and resolved, but then that last chapter will make you want to continue. And even in the Shatter Me books, like, I'm using those as an example, even though they don't have cliffhanger at the end, the last chapter still makes you want to keep reading, and that can usually bump my rating up from, like 0.5 of a star, because it just shows, like, it shows development of a story, and it shows writing. It shows, like, good writing, so that is, like, my favorite aspect of a story, and Kiersten White does that really well. She always, like, grips you in the last chapter or two or so. So I'm really, really hoping that there's a cliffhanger at this book, which, like, not a lot of people do. Not everyone's like, I'm hoping for a cliffhanger, but, like, I am. Also, we were just introduced to Lancelot. That's not a spoiler. It literally says it in the little, like, dear reader in the beginning. It says Lancelot will be in the book, and also it's like a given. If you're writing a book that takes place in Camelot, you can't not have Lancelot in the book. But I love the way Lancelot was introduced. That was so interesting to me, and I loved the way that it was, like, formed. So yeah, I'm gonna take a break, and I will formulate more thoughts when I finish the book, and I will talk about my reading and, like, do a little mini review. Hello, so I have zero idea what time it is. Could be 10 o'clock, could be like 10:30, but I finally finished The Guinevere Deception by Kiersten White. I loved this book so much. I still don't know my rating. It's somewhere between a 4.5 and a 5 stars. But that ending was so good, like, so unexpected, and, like, oh my god, I, like, can't talk about it, but I loved the twist ending. I thought Kiersten White did a really amazing job with planting little seeds throughout the book. And once I reached that final, like, climactic, like, end scene, I just was in awe of, like, her talent and everything. And I definitely want to reread this book when it comes out, just to, like, refresh my brain and everything. Also, I feel like this is a good book to reread, because I feel like this is the type of book where you will get something new from it each time you read it. But this book was just so amazing, and I loved reading it. It was very slow. Like, it is a very slow book to get into. There's a lot of setup and everything. Also, the writing is just very dense. It stays, like the same throughout the book. It is very, like, each word is important, and it's very dense, and it's, like, I don't know, it's just hard to wrap your head around what's going on. It's not that it's confusing, it's just very minute details that will lead into, like, a better understanding. Does that make any sense? But I also added another tab at the end, which was, like, so amazing, and I still loved the interludes. See, like, here, I'm, like, don't want to flash it on the screen too long, because this book doesn't come out till November, but, oh my god, it was so amazing. I loved this book so much, and the Camelot atmosphere was just so well done in this book. And I finished my first book of the Booktubeathon, day 1, technically day 2 for everyone else, but it's day 1 for me. So, I'm going to try to read a book every day, and I'm so happy that this is the one I started out with, just because it was so amazing. But I really enjoyed this book. This counted for the, like, read a book with a non-human main character. So yes, Guinevere is a changeling, and there are also a few other non-human main characters. There are a few wizards that I would consider main characters. There are also some fairies that are not, like, on the page, but, like, kind of. I loved all the, like, introductions of the different characters. Actually, I think I'm going to settle on a 4.5 for this book. So it's going to be 4 stars on Goodreads. I, like, just decided in my brain, like, as I was talking. But I still really, really enjoyed it. It's not my favorite book of all time. Like, I'm, like, now that, I don't know why, but now that I'm talking about it, like, I've just gotten so much, like, clarity about this book. Not my favorite book of all time. I still really, really enjoyed it, and it is definitely an honorable mention of my, like, favorite books of the year, probably. But I cannot wait for the sequel. I can't believe I have to wait, like, a year and, like, what, 5 months? It's fine. But yes, so, this book does come out on November 5th. This is sort of like my mini review that I'm doing. I still have to decide if I'm doing, like, a full review video. I might use this as, like, my review for the publisher, but I still need to decide and clarify with them. But yeah, 4.5, 4.25 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed this book, and I loved the ending so much. It was such a good way to wrap up the story, and I am very pleased with this book. Also, I'm not too familiar with Arthurian legend and, like, Camelot and that stuff. I know things here and there, and, like, some, like, smaller things, but, like, it was very interesting to see this, like, see it mixed together in this book, because I feel like I wouldn't have had as good of an experience if I was, like, an expert on it. But yeah, that is it for this vlog. It, like, feels really weird ending this vlog. I don't know why. But I had a lot of fun today. I mean, I didn't really do anything, and it was kind of, like, depressing outside. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this vlog, and I will see you in tomorrow's one. Bye!